races should be starting soon. Yeah. It's all good as long as you get to start the race anyway. So yeah, I mean, we've been seeing a flurry of activity in percent, but I haven't been seeing the two of them. I mean, streaming lately. I do think they have been practicing in the background, though. I hope.
Hopefully they have been. I believe Cooper has. I'm not super sure on SDF. Right. We have both of them going. Hopefully this time we won't see any King's Pass resets.
Hopefully. I mean, everyone gets little resets every now and then.
Every now and then. It happens sometimes. You just can't avoid it. Yeah, if you have like timer issues, whatnot, you kind of have to. Cooper coming up on the bench fight logo. Very nice.
Very good Jinky. So far, let's see whether SDF gets the same luck. And just a bit far away, but more or less both of them can get it without needing to go down. Love to see it.
Pretty standard for King's Pass. We should be seeing 51, 52, 53, somewhere around that range.
I would think they would probably try and go for 52s. Like, yeah. Nothing much in the early game. It's literally just walking around. It's VS. It's, you know, it's the most fun part of the game. It's the part of the game where everyone basically sees it the most. Would you agree, Sal?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's, as simple as it is, it's just walking around. It's walking forward. You don't think there's much that can go wrong. There's a lot. There's actually quite a few reset points, and especially this early on, it's much easier to reset than later on in the run. So lots of resets, lots of times seeing King's Pass as we fall into this rustler movement. Very nice on the left side.
We're going for the right side drop. I mean, luckily not getting hit by any cruisers. Let's see whether SDF going for the middle drop and gets lucky as well. Cooper with the double aspect kill. So far, these are pretty small. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to calm scares. So we'll wait and see.
There's definitely ways that we could calm scares.
This early on, anything really is a calm scares now.
I believe when I commentated one a couple races ago, I got told that I comms cursed around 10 odd times.
I believe I comms cursed in the multiple fights. I think when I was commentating last one.
I believe you got comms cursed in
I mean,
with a couple, you know.
I mean, I'm setting records. I'm setting records, just not the records that I want, not the ones that I want.
Exactly. As we were talking, we have Cooper going up here into False Knight. SDF not too far behind. Let's see how this fight goes for either of them.
Seem to have entered the arena in like relatively similar times.
I should not have said good health in the fight.
Shouldn't be a problem, I feel. It's False Knight. SDF getting a right jump, but managing the RNG well enough, I think. It's minimal time loss.
Nothing too major to really be pointing out so far. Pretty standard from both winners. A little bit of a messy jump from Cooper, but
we have a Rick's in chat. Any timekeepers in chat? Cooper with a 331 VS pickup, I believe.
Yeah, 331 around there, I think so. SDF with the 330, about a second ahead. SDF on the right side here. A bit less, yeah. Close race so far. Of course, anything can happen. one second is something that you see turn over time and time again.
And especially with the upcoming Baldur RNG, so hopefully
Baldur RNG.
Hopefully both
Baldur
runners
RNG.
get good RNG. I don't want to comp skills again. I'm just saying.
Let's just say that there's Baldur RNG coming up. See on the left side, Cooper. Nice.
Wonderful
getting
skill
the Geo
from
as well.
Cooper. Getting the first hit.
Skill if you want to call it skill. Alright, SDF on the right side coming up on this as well. We'll see. Good RNG.
Wonderful display
And a
of
second
skill
spit.
from both runners, you would say.
And a second spit, very nice.
These are pretty solid early games from both. Ooh,
yeah.
Okay,
pretty solid. No, maybe we just shouldn't talk.
let the hall.
We're commentators. We're commentators, but maybe we shouldn't talk. Where's the Baldur kill? 49 in Geo is pretty solid. Like I said earlier, I believe Cooper... 2 fireballs.
Ooh, okay.
Taking a safety strat there. Cooper, I believe, is running Venge Viking route without the bout skip, which is a bit tighter on Geo. Does usually need some Geo in City to make up all the way up to that threshold of 2,322 that you require with that route. Excuse me. So very good that it's getting some of this Geo early on. Though SDF does have a little bit more.
But I mean, SDF should be comfortable with Geo. I believe, like you mentioned, he's doing the classic, not the classic, the new Rafters route. I mean, the legacy route is still fun, but we're all about that speed, right? Speed,
you know, it's called the legacy route for a reason. There's newer routes, there's newer, shinier things to do. Cooper hits both of these fireball skips very nicely. Oh, we do have a timekeeper in chat.
Thank you,
Shoutouts to Slow.
Cooper is behind by about 6 seconds on the green path. Let's see whether he can cut down the lead or see SDF running away from it.
Yeah. We'll have a little bit of discrepancy here, I believe, with different routes, but it'll only be around a few seconds, less than 10.
Not about, I think.
Shouldn't be too good. Double digits.
It's really less than 10, probably around 6-8 seconds, I believe.
A little scary. Free health shouldn't be an issue though. We're heading into the Moss Knight's room. SDF also taking a hit. Don't really want to be taking a hit here. Going bottom route does go for Moss Knights, so we will see a route divergence.
Scary. Hopefully he gets the good RNG. Gets the good RNG. Love to see it. That is good RNG. Like, when the Moss Knights are better, okay, it's just absolutely annoying, I swear. It's like they
Cooper heading into the Hornet fight. SDF close behind. Maybe close ahead, depending on load times, real time.
Oh no, Cooper.
Hornet. A little bit of a scary landing there. Definitely don't want to have her don't want to finish the fight and knock her back, have her get stuck on there. That is a soft lock. Simply loses around 3 minutes. You can't really do anything about it.
Really good fight from
fights
SDF.
From both. Really good on SDF's side. And I believe SDF is still ahead by a significant margin. Even with the route divergence.
I mean, Cooper unluckily getting that Hornet, getting stuck on the gate for a bit, did lose some time.
It did lose a bit of time, and sometimes the time losses add up. What does also add up is the skills that we're getting as we go down to Mantis Claw. We'll be getting a couple more of these skills. Only a couple.
Yeah, Mantis Claw, probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite split of the game. It's just fun to do, and like, I mean, you would understand, right? Moving in from, I guess, latest patch to 1.2.21, trying out Wii Pogo and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. It is so different between different patches, between 1.2.21 and 1.4 plus. There's just a lot of different strats for specifically ePogo, and also the first room fungal drop. There's a couple different strats there as well, and of course the early controls we see. We're heading into this ePogo. Very
Nice and
clean.
smooth.
Getting enough soul for this fireball here, as we see RealSdf also going into the ePogo room.
A bit low on Geo though on Cooper's side. Oh no, just gets enough.
A
Oh,
little
that
bit.
was-
I believe you need
He's-
206.
Yeah, I think he's missing
There's
2
7
Geo.
brothers, so missing 2 Geo, enough to be okay with the leaping husk, the Jennifer before Grossmon, but we'll see if he remembers. If not, this could be a bit of a tight place for Cooper to be in. We'll see.
See if as well, super smooth. Early control.
Alright. Going over here, clock without 933, 923. Looks like a 10-second difference so far. SDF still in the lead with time gain later on with the Rafters reroute, I believe. Or even with just a Val skip. We'll see if Cooper remembers Geo here.
Okay,
Okay, good. Gets that
remembers.
Geo.
He remembers, yeah.
Gets
yeah.
that Geo.
Just enough. You'll have to, yeah.
156, exactly enough. Missing any Geo here, though, is a bit of a not great scenario, but we'll see if he remembers. SDF very comfy on Geo once again.
Gets the good cross motor RNG movement, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think Gruzzers really can cause ceiling Geo, so
Not an amazing cleanup, but remembering that does need all 14 of this Geo in Grusmon.
Gets enough, yeah.
Fine as well.
SDF was slightly like smoother cleanup, of course not the smoothest, but that's grass motor for you. Some
Not
days
the most
like the cleanup,
amazing, but more
gets the job
amazing than
done.
the other runner is. It gets the job done. Exactly. That's really all you need in a race, is getting the job done, perhaps a little bit better than your opponent. We head into the
Indeed.
infamous Blue Lake Shade skip into the walk-in storage.
Oh,
Here, pay attention to the left side Cooper over here. Hopefully doing a strat that we don't usually see. Unfortunate. Yeah, even
oh no,
going for the nail,
Cooper.
going for the nail walk doesn't get it and just goes for the backup 3/.
Cooper
But
trying
unfortunately, we
the
didn't.
fabled 0/. Right.
0/, colloquially known as the Uni Ultimate strat. Does not get it. Unfortunate. SDF also going for the 3/ here. Pretty clean.
3/. Pretty simple, straightforward. I like the 0/, which is fancy, but if you
Fancy
miss
and
it,
saves a little bit more time. But if you miss it, it just breaks your entire move sometimes. SDF saving a little bit more time here once again on that Whelping storage. Likely even 20 seconds ahead at this point. Not the position you want to be in if you're Cooper, but...
Hey, I mean, anything can happen, right?
Anything can happen. There's this little nice boss called Watch Your Nights. There's QGA. There's a thing called Umu that everyone loves and adores.
And the occasional, we have the very rare, but sometimes puts a appearance, the runner RNG. You know,
it's a runner RNG.
It's a bit more devious and like hard to see, sort of.
Yeah, I believe the commands are not up to date. Unfortunately, I can get links real quick. I think I have the links. There we go. If you want to follow either of the runners, there's their links to their channels, and we do see SDF once again saving 10 seconds on that split. Now 24 seconds ahead.
We're getting the resting ground walking storage, really fun one. Always.
Very nice when you get it. And not too punishing if you don't. SDF foregoing it entirely. Not risking that time loss as Cooper heads into here, gets this journal, and we should see him getting this Hollowness seal under here as well. My info is up to date. Yes, we do. And see another route divergence here. SDF saving yet again more time. Stream title's also wrong or just on your side? Let me check. The stream title also looks like it is unfortunately incorrect, so for anyone who's confused, this is a race between Expo Cooper and RealSdf. It is the 80% tournament was round 3, but the runner names in the title are incorrect, so never mind. Never mind. Kuro coming in clutch with the mod perms.
Yeah.
Fixing the commands in the stream title as well. So we see both of them in gorgeous shots, like almost simultaneously.
Oh, you love the sync. Oh, that sync.
You
looks
love the sync.
Beautiful.
Love the sync on the screen, not quite on the timer. SDF still is plenty ahead. Gonna be more ahead here, not having to go over to the lever room here. See how this pans out. This could still go either way. Any large mistake, any death even, still swing this race either way. Even just RNG sometimes can make it more difficult or less difficult to just get a better time.
Heading into watches, I do hope for both of them that they get good watches. You know, you don't love to see a death.
Yeah,
it's just not fun.
Especially over on SDF's side, having no bench in City.
Confident with his Watcher Knight's ability. See what it works out.
Oh, I believe that is near identical RNG on both sides, but SDF coming out of it a bit earlier, maybe? I believe Cooper has very clean Watchers, so we'll be looking for that. I should not have said that. That is just asking for a comms curse. It's 3 down on each side. SDF a bit faster on getting into this Watchers. Cooper having them up on the left side, right side rather. SDF does finish the fight a little bit before Cooper does. Oops, there's my alarm. Cooper does finish the fight though. No, not really either runner. Very close to death or playing dangerously at all. Pretty clean fights from both.
I mean, good smooth movements, like manages RNG well. You can definitely tell both runners are definitely, at the very least, well practiced to watch tonight's fight.
Well practiced, pretty good at the game. I mean, they do have 33 PBs, both of them.
Both. Good stuff. Yeah, a 33 is, although we have seen a 31 in recent times, a 33 is still a very admirable time to get. Like, don't get me wrong.
Admirable, respectable, even comparing within other runners within this tournament. Yeah. You see SDF almost a full minute ahead at this point.
Yeah. This is...
Heading into the second half of the any percent run. There's this Lyrian split. Lyrian basically the halfway point.
SDF will lose some of his lead, I believe, because of the route changes. He does have to go a bit of a different movement towards them, I think.
Yes, a little bit of time loss on that end, but not really a lot, I believe.
Not a lot, yeah. I think it's just like a few seconds. Like, I mean, comparatively speaking, of course. Overall, like, you save more time just by going for the rafters route. But yeah, comparatively speaking, in the race between the two, the lead will definitely shrink. I think, unless I mean, obviously, unless something happens, which I do hope. I'm not gonna say, you know what I mean. We'll see how it goes. All right,
we'll see how it goes.
We'll be witnesses to this movement.
We will be simply witnesses. We won't assume anything. We will not speak on RNG. We will speak on RNG. We're commentators. That's our job. We're heading down over here into Lem SDF. Of course, having to get this All-in-S seal over here. Cooper does have to go talk to Lem outside of the fountain, though. SDF.
Oh.
A little iffy, but does make it.
That's
very clean backup. 2 health a little bit scary. Almost missing that jump. Does get up though.
Rafa Pogo up to the seal.
2 health here shouldn't be an issue at all. As Cooper is selling over here a little bit, one step ahead. One step ahead in footage. A few steps behind in time.
SDF expressing his rage at Lem. Don't do that.
His rage at Lem. Rage
Lem
against the machine, against the dying light. Does not want to die here.
Lem is innocent.
SDF looking pretty good on Geo Cooper. Yeah, a little bit iffy. Probably going to need definitely going to need that Geo in Den. Even that might not be enough. I believe it is more than 8 Geo, so I think it is okay, but we'll see. Never mind, just gets enough Geo here.
Oh, just barely, yeah. 2323, a very lovely number there.
Yeah. Nice number. You want to see that number up there being at least 2322 if you're Cooper, at least 2357 if you're SDF. Good left side climb. Falls down once. Not a big issue.
Not a huge problem.
See Cooper getting the re-enter firebell, rather. SDF as well doing the re-enter.
Riveting gameplay there, firebell. Such a absolutely stupid skip.
It is. It is one of the tricks of all time. It is certainly one of the tricks of all time. You can't debate that.
True. That is indeed. That's very true.
Right.
So I think Cooper is about 30 seconds, slightly higher than 30 seconds behind SDF.
Yeah.
So it's still, like, you might think 30 seconds is a long time. It can change quite fast.
34 seconds. Not something that's not. It's not unsurmountable by any means. You can get it's simply 2 Unu cycles worth behind. You can see 2 Unu cycles anywhere in the rest of this run.
2 cycles. Oh, a bad infected.
We see right here already. One of the places that could pose a threat. RealSdf does get through. 3 health is not ideal, especially if you're going for non-pixel later on.
Ooh,
if you're Cooper, you don't want to be seeing that.
And resetting the room instead of just going through. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no!
Oh go! Not great.
Second failed
If you're on the left side of the screen here, SDF going for it does get it, saving another 10, 15, 20 seconds here.
You hate to see this type of thing happen. I swear, you do hate to see it. Cooper with the unlucky with
hit
the.
here. But SDF also at 2 health.
Okay, guys, please.
Not really what you want to be seeing here. Cooper on 2 health as well. This is not good for our health, for our commentator's health, and for the viewer's health either. It's definitely not good for the runner's health.
SDF opting for the slightly safer but slower route to go to the left instead of the damage tank. Really for fear of that. 2 health is certainly not like the amount of health that you want to be at, to be fair.
Yeah. 2 health is not what you want to be at here, but these runners pretty seasoned. Just notice
Cooper out of soul.
Doesn't have enough soul for that. SDF has plenty. Does do the damage tank strat. Shouldn't be an issue here, but we'll see. Alright, SDF also taking that damage tank strat. Getting through, both getting through. A little bit of scary peaks from both runners.
I mean, you know, that's always the peaks, isn't it? That's
it's a day at the office. It's not something that you really worry about too often.
Oh, but the failed Pogax definitely hurt Cooper, I believe. Like
absolutely losing. I think it looks like
20 seconds.
Looks like 20 seconds. Yeah, about there.
You just hate to see it, really. Like, it just does not feel good missing Pogax, especially on 1-2-2-1.
Up from that 1.5 Unu cycle lead to that 2.5 Unu cycle lead now. A little bit harder to get back, but we'll see what happens. Not the end of the world. Still. The 2.5 Unu cycles, you don't see that as often, especially after C-Dash. Good acid skip from Cooper, we'll see from SDF.
Move.
Shouldn't be an issue for either runner.
A bit iffy on the fall there, but it's fine. Cooper with a nice Trinomi drop. SDF getting a bit unlucky with the Woma positioning. Nothing too serious. RealSdf apparently on 32 pace actually, so this is actually quite exciting.
That is pretty exciting. A 32 pace with a 33 PB in a race. That would be a spectacle.
Cooper moving well, doing the left side archives.
SDF doing left side as well. 2 dream nails. Do not despair. SDF with it a bit early on that C-Dash. Go Cooper with 1 long, 1 short so far. We'll see what the RNG says for each runner today. 1 short, 2 long, not what you want to be really seeing.
SDF getting
no
too short.
Doesn't look like an extra as well. Cooper with a good damage cycle, getting 150.
A bit close, I would say.
A little bit close. SDF just barely getting enough soul. Getting the damage cycle.
Nice.
Cooper,
lovely 2 cycle.
Scary, but that was barely getting it, but does get it, so.
Oh,
SDF with an extra and 1 health. It's a little scary.
That's scary.
Already
Ooh.
losing time on that extra. We'll see if he does get that 2-cycle.
That was way too close for combat, surely.
Does
Gets
get the
two
2-cycle.
You love to see it, but very scary. Like you.
Very scary. Not getting the walking storage after. Just gonna get that C-dash. 1 health, a little scary. Okay, we're good. Getting up. Definitely not where you wanted to be at. Is 1 health.
The
After
extras
remove.
help, but gets the 2-cycle still. I believe. I'm not sure about the pace, but definitely up there. I believe.
Yeah, I believe Cooper does gain a little bit of time from that extra, and just cycles in general.
Of course, we're heading to probably one of the hardest places with one of the more iconic tricks of any percent QGA into QG. QG is of course one of the more not fun places to say the least.
Definitely more dangerous than other parts of this run. So we see Cooper heading up out of archives, going back through Umu. A couple of missed jumps, but not something you really need to be worried about. Yeah, Cooper only 2 Umu cycles behind now. We don't see any more Umu cycles here. We'll see what happens this race, and we'll see whether SDF does get that fabled 32 today. Though that extra does hurt. Cooper also hurting. Taking 1 hit. I believe. Nothing too bad. I believe without the Val skip though, this is not super comfortable health to be at.
Very scary, yeah. Ooh. SDF. Oof,
SDF taking a dunk as well, but does have that buffer of the Beast Den. Save and quit. Dunks on the other side, not really what you want to be seeing. Cooper, not the best veterans. We'll see what happens here. But does get it.
The double kill, yes, which is more important.
Cooper with a little bit of issues on that Katarina, but nothing too bad. 3 health, definitely a little bit scary, but doable. Not really what you want to be seeing when you can't do devout skip geo-wise.
SDF with a pretty smooth Petra Arena.
See health, even with the buffer of the save and quit, still a little bit scary. So you see Cooper come down here into deep nest, lots of spiders. SDF on 1 health.
A bit iffy, SDF.
Bit iffy. Depends on a bit of RNG, honestly. RNG and how you deal with that.
Ooh, wanted to heal, but didn't have the soul, unfortunately.
Didn't have the soul to do that. Does take a heal here.
That's you love to see it, that's good.
Again, Cooper effectively 1 HP. It's SDF just right away burns that health. Very lucky that he did heal there.
Opts for the safer fall down there.
Very safe strat. Definitely scary being at 1 health here in a race setting and potentially a 32 pace. Does take another heal.
Alright, smart heal.
Really doesn't want to. Really doesn't want to die in this room. The last room we can die in before getting into Den and with that safety of the quit out.
Ooh.
Yeah, very lucky again with that heal. Does not want to die here. Scary. Makes it. Doesn't want to fall down here. Falling down here is basically a sentence. A sentence to, at the very least, a very large time loss. Does get up though. Into the safety, if you want to call it that, of Beast Den.
Cooper electing to continue on without healing. Good movement so far.
Good. Having 2 health, 7 soul, I believe.
Ooh, yeah, I was a
1
bit
health
unlucky.
is not what you want to see, but not
Oh,
undoable with the
no!
death, though. That hurts.
Oh,
That hurts,
no.
especially without the.
Ooh, oh, oh
That
dear,
hurts too
SDF.
on SDF side.
This is
We'll
not
see.
turning out well. This is oh.
Cooper going for a little bit of soul, I believe here. We'll see what's up with SDF. See what's going on here. Though a blue screen here is really not what you want to be seeing, especially with a PB pace on the line. Yeah, SDF seems to have gone a blue screen here. A blue screen of Twitch.
Apparently
Hopefully,
PC
he's at
froze.
least local recording.
No, he says PC froze. Oh dear.
PC froze. PC freeze. That is just not something that you can really
Like
deal
effect.
with this easily.
Cooper going through the second time. Beaston. It's pretty alright. Bit far.
Alright. As to what to do about this, got a
We will
PC
check
reels.
with
We'll
the
check with
tournament organizers
later on. I believe it'll be either reschedule or or something along those lines, but we'll have Cooper finish off the run at the very least. See what happens from there.
Bit of a unfortunate circumstance right here. Nothing much you can do with a hardware problem rather than a software game problem, I'd say.
Yeah, well, we'll try to figure stuff out. This, what I find funny is this is like the worst time for this to happen because all the tournament organizers are asleep.
Unfortunately, yeah, all of them are asleep. So it'll be a bit hard.
8 a.m. American Eastern. So very early race for the US people. Good morning.
The USA indeed.
At the very least, we'll have Cooper finish off the run. Did have a beast on death, so not gonna be the best time from what he wants with a 33:48 PB. Probably gonna end up being a 34:35 time. Let's see what happens. Alright.
Seems like, yeah. Seems like Cooper is on, I believe this is 35, high 34 maybe.
Yeah. High 34, low 35. Depends on how this HK fight goes. I think it might be a low mid 35 actually.
We're getting a bit of an unlucky with the parries and stuff. Getting, hopefully, what you want to see are dashes and not parries. And I mean, the ground smash isn't too bad either. getting the. Oh, that. Okay, now the next phase of the fight. Getting an early fountain, you love to see it. Fountain, of course, I think one of the attacks you really want to see, especially in any percent, gives you a lot of like chance to do damage. Getting past that. Getting the scream skip, we love to see it. And Cooper finishing well, I believe that should be around 35, 30.
30 just about, we'll see.
SDF, unfortunately.
Alright.
Can't. We will check the tournament organizers regarding this.
Yeah, yeah. Cooper with 35.27, so a little bit faster than 35.30.
Definitely a very respectable time for a race, given everything that happened as well. The slightly Pogex mishaps at peaks, similar stuff. Oh dear, ads. It's it.
All right.
Okay, we're getting official confirmation from the tournament organizers, and we will be pausing the timer when SDF reaches den, so we get to watch SDF go through basically QG and stuff. Not really QG, the den quit out, the classic den quit out.
Yep.
And we will of course manually calculate the times after the fact, so we may not know the winner at this point of the right after the race.
Yeah.
So like stay tuned, I guess, for the manual collection from, I guess, a VOD review as well.
Yeah, I'll pull up SDF's VOD to see what went on there. But
yeah,
left side Cooper with a 35.27. Not a bad time, but also with that death in den. Not something that you want to be seeing in a race. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the death with den, I think I was saying a 35.27 is pretty respectable, given the death with den loses about a minute or so. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Not something to really be instead of.
Of course, we will have to see how well SDF performs then, because that's where we will be resuming the timer. Of course. I do apologize to all the viewers for this slight, I guess, not really mishap. Like, it's a minor hardware problem. I do apologize for the coverage being paused for a bit in a way. SDF going through QG. And getting past Petra Arena. Of course, we've seen this already. It seems like it's deja vu. We don't know whether exactly, good movement either way. It's always nice to see movement in QG. QG is arguably the hardest part in the 90% route, I would say. Including Petra Arena, I had like entire movement on the platforms. Not a lot of RNG, although there is minor RNG in the way that the Petras move around. But overall, it feels very much like how well the runner adapts, rather how well the runner can go through the entire area as well.
Yeah. All right. Getting back. I'm not going to be the one to say it, but I'm going to be the one to say it. I feel like we've seen this already 2 times this race. Is this deja vu? Maybe we've been in this place before. Who knows?
Maybe, perhaps. We've seen it 3 times, I think, at this point.
Yeah,
The blue
our
wins.
third pass on
And
this.
getting past it quite well. Love to see it.
Yeah, got
Let's
some
hope
official
for
confirmation. SDF's time into Den the first time through is 28:37, so time from Den will, from here on will be added to that. Give me a sec. We'll add real time from the load. Well, that'll probably be what's going to happen. All right, timer started. We'll probably manually add that in later.
And now we begin with the beast then.
Yeah, we'll see how this then goes.
Hopefully
Barring any real big like deaths, it should end up being faster than Cooper's 35-27, but we'll see.
Yeah, anything
Even
can happen.
1 or 2 deaths here. Yeah.
And gets the devout skip. Super smooth, simple. Ooh, C-dash glitched.
C-dash glitch, unfortunate.
You hate to see
you
it.
hate to see it.
It's just, it's just not fun. It's not a fun glitch. Yeah. The spider not cooperating. Ooh,
3 health, 1 health. Not what you want to be seeing here. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
0 health. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is no one expected this. Let me tell you that. No one expected this in this race.
But luckily, SDF did open up the shortcut, so gets the shortcut past it. Falls down.
You have to get the shade here. 3 health, taking another hit. A bit low on soul if he wants to do this without kill here.
Do not think, unless he does the... Okay, gets a bit more soul, but you can't do the
I believe that's
quick kill.
7, yeah. 7 still needs 1 more hit for the last fireball. There we go.
That's very good. Might need to collect 1 more hit of soul for the firebell, but I'm not sure whether that actually saves time at that point. Ooh, a bit iffy with the dream there. A bit iffy there.
Alright, SDF out of Hera, last dreamer. We'll only be seeing this part of the run for the 2nd time today. Of course, SDF has to go over back to Dirtmouth and down into the Infected Crossroads over to the Black Egg Temple to gets
the extra soul for a firebell.
The fireball.
And yeah, that was like someone mentioned, needing to go back all the way to Dirtmouth and all that stuff.
And lo and behold, there's a nice handy stag here that helps with that trek back to Dirtmouth. Makes it several minutes faster than it would have been otherwise. Can you make it back up? I believe you can, right? Through Deep Nest and back through QG and into Dirtmouth? I think so.
You can definitely. You need to do an enemy pogo and the spiders at the final, the first deepness room, but yeah, you probably could. It's a bit of a trek.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, you can just go through fungal. Worst case, yeah, you can just go through fungal.
Wait, can you go through fungal?
I think so. You can climb. You can climb up from around like.
Oh yeah. That's the. You need to open the secret. Yeah. I forgot. About that.
I mean, worst case, you can get tram pass and go over to city, but.
That's a very.
I don't think that's gonna be what's gonna be happening as we see SDF going to Black Egg into the THK fight here. See how this goes.
Hoping for dashes, nothing more.
Yeah, hoping for dashes, not hoping for parries. Though barring a spectacularly slow fight or a death, I believe this should be SDF's race to lose.
Mm-hmm. It's I believe this is like a high 33 to a 34 piece if we add in the time and stuff.
Yeah, high
Gets
33, low
dash.
34, maybe a mid 34. We'll see. One parry.
I think 2 out of the
Great stagger
ordinary.
here.
Can parry.
Okay, there's another one.
And there's
3.
another one. I did see there was a time I just watching someone do the THK fight and they got 8 parries in a row, I believe, which is the
8
maximum.
parries.
I
4.
believe that's the maximum, if I'm not wrong. Gets a dash. Oh, another parry. A
5.
bit unlucky with the parries today.
Good doubles, but I believe so far in this tournament the average is 5.7 parries. We'll see if SDF ends up higher or lower.
Funnily enough,
At 5 right now.
Lep had one of the highest number of parries in his race when he got the unrecorded,
Yeah.
unfortunately, 31. But yeah. Gets the scream slip that
Yeah,
you love
very
to see
clean. Let me just say this is a very clean fight. Only taking 1 unintentional hit so far. It shouldn't be an issue.
Really good fight.
And that
really
is the fight done.
I believe we can start with the
Heals.
calculations, but again, I don't like just from a standpoint.
Just looking at the times, I don't think it'll go over that 35-27.
Yeah, and I do believe SDF has the what do you call that? Has the win for today, I think.
Yeah, we'll
Shall
get
we
official
ask them?
confirmation later on. But yeah, let's get both of them into the VC for a post race interview if they would like to.
GG's to SDF. Coming back from a computer crash, sort of, to be able to do the last few sections relatively, I would say relatively, like, I mean, routine, but routine is good. I mean, consistency is great. Go check if Cooper would be alright with the post-James interview. Hello.
Hello, GG.
GG's.
Hello, GG's to both runners. A very interesting race, we'll say.
GG.
To see that back half things, and GG to Cooper, GG to SDF. I believe winner of the race is going to be SDF, but
we'll get
official confirmation later on.
Yeah.
All right. First off, what did you both of you think of your runs? We'll start with SDF. What did you think of this run?
I think my first half was amazing for my standards. I was 16 seconds ahead into entering rafters.
Wow.
That's really good.
First run after my PB. I take it. But yeah, then I had to go for left side because my frame rate is too high now. Which is probably also the reason why my PC crashed. I don't know, I'll look into that. Yeah, and second half, a lot of mistakes. I don't know why, but Crystal Peak was bad. Oh yeah, I took 2 damage in the climb at the beginning.
Yeah, a couple hits in the in the vent fly room. That hurts. 3 health into peaks is not what you want to be at.
Yeah.
I hope to get God Pixel and no damage in that room, but yeah, unfortunately I did get hit.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, Trap Bench was really bad. I mean, I had to heal twice and was still at 1 HP. QGA, I lost like 20 seconds, but Umu 2 cycle, 3 out of 3 in the tournament, so I can't complain.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 with an extra, no less.
Yeah, good 2 cycle, really great move, like adaptation of the extra and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I think I had perfect RNG except for the extra attack in the second phase. Yeah. yeah, that's about it. Hollow Knight was
Yeah.
142, which is decent, I guess.
It's really
Oh
good.
no, 142 is really good. What? Why was that a
Really
142?
good.
Decent.
It's a really good time. 142.
I thought I had a lot of parries and no dashes, I
You had a
guess.
few. You had a few
But
parries, I would say. But
okay,
yeah, it was
okay.
a.
I believe
it
I
was a
saw.
solid
I
fight.
counted five, which is
5
lower
parries?
than the
Okay.
average.
Yeah,
I've
no,
seen
5
so
parries
far.
is decent.
Yeah, but yeah, GG's. And yeah, we'll move on to Cooper. What did you think about the race? 感想の感想をよろしくお願いします。
ですね、全体的に下手くそだったんで、ちょっと悔しいですね。で、あとはあれですね、ウノアルティメットスタラットを失敗したのがもう一番の反省点です。はい。
Yeah, was all around just not the best run. Like several mistakes here and there. And the biggest regret is not being able to show off an ultimate strat. And yeah, that is Cooper's words on this. We'll see. We'll hope to see Uni Ultimate Strat the 0/ Volkling storage setup in a future race, maybe.
Hopefully. Okay. Does chat have anything? If not, I think we will be good to, I guess, end the stream. I think.
Yeah.
Again, GG's to both runners. GG's to Restreamer, and again, GG's to my fellow co-commentator Sawa.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks for
this is
coming,
probably-
Kuro.
This is probably not the optimal time for a lot of people, but it works for us, and I do hope
We
that
got
everyone.
people.
Mhm.
So
I do hope that everyone enjoyed themselves at the race, and the next race will be happening in about I believe about 12 hours from now, around there. So that one will be, I believe it should be the Noah Knee versus Slow coming up in about 12 hours. So do check it out. It should be a fun race as well. Again, just before we end up, again, GG's to all the runners, and GG's to Sawa, and GG's to our restreamer Axel, who managed to come up clutch when we were lacking in restreamers for this race.
yeah, and thank you to my co-commentator Kuroshi. And I apologize, maybe this wasn't the best of your experience, but we did our best, and we hope you still enjoyed. And we will see you all in the next race in a few hours. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have fun and have a great rest of your day.